why is detox is an important part of our life?
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I think the quality of food is very important. That's first of all, and the quality of food recently has deteriorated massively due to chemicals, pesticides, and the way they grow all these things. We
Hmm.
consume all that food and lots of calories, and obviously our body becomes very toxic. So once our body becomes our toxic, our brain cannot function properly, and all our organs like digestions, organs like liver, kidney gets overloaded with toxins, toxicity. It goes into our skin, into our brain, into everything, and we can't think properly. And that is why that's another problem. Why there are so many children right now got neurological problems and all these problems like autism and uh,
Hmm.
PhD and stuff like
Mental
that.
challenges, mental disabilities, and so on.
Yeah,
So
there are lots of children now with nut allergies as well. I mean, if you look like 2 decades ago, we haven't heard anything about nut allergies, but now it's very appealing right
this is
now.
so true.
Yeah, and I believe it's all because of the chemicals, pesticides, and everything. And obviously, the heavy metals accumulate within our body, and it all affects us on a physical, spiritual level, so on and so forth. And I think we can't think, and we can't think clearly, and we lose our energy. The level of energy. We don't feel so alive. We don't feel so motivated because of the food that we consume right now. So it's very important to know what we eat. And sometimes people buy the food and they don't even know what's included into that food. They don't actually look at the packs, but it's loaded with all
Hmm.
different additives. What are they, and what do they do to our body? Have they asked these questions? So that needs to be researched.
This is true. I'm having over here a bit camera issues, but we are good back
Okay.
online. I'm following you. I was following
Okay.
you. However,
Okay. Can you see
the
me?
I can see you. I can hear you. My camera was lagging. But going back to your point, since the processed foods have taken over our society,
Yeah.
and that's just what happens with adaptation and a continuous revolution and upgrades on upgrades. And my personal opinion, specifically when it comes to allergies, for example, I do have allergies during the springtime. And
Mhm.
as a child growing up, I'm Armenian, by the way. I was born and raised in Armenia. Literally half my life I lived over there. The other half here in Los Angeles, California. And you're Russian, correct, Anna?
Yes, correct.
So I grew up in as a part of Soviet Union myself in 1991, when Soviet Union separated the 12 countries. So we kind of were raised in the same communistic country where you everything, not many things were processed, and you didn't have too many options. There were one or two, max three different types of breads, and you knew everything where it was coming from.
Mm.
Everything it probably was grown in your backyard, 'cause you probably grew it and
Yeah.
sold it, you know what I mean. So but over here at the process of it became so easy nowadays for us to just acquire food from grocery stores versus even going back way before we even were around. Let's say back in the days during our ancestors time, back in hunting and hunters and gatherers days, for example. Back in those days, people had to walk miles on miles on miles to stumble upon a food. So all those calories wasted, not wasted, spent just to acquire the food. Now you had to spend those calories to get back to your shelter. Basically, you burned through your food that you were consumed. But at the end of the day, that was keeping us balanced, and our internals were balanced and not overpowered with processed foods that doesn't get digested completely, and sits in your intestines and causes so many side effects. I totally agree with that, and I feel like this problem is so big that is going to take what it took to you personally, because everything starts from a person themselves, personal development. I feel like once more people have personal enlightenment and realize the way I want to turn out and the way it's going is a bit not the same, so I'm gonna do something about it. I feel like everyone needs to have that personal mindset shift so they can do something about it.